What's going on, guys? We are going to be taking a look at Typhlosion and Ethan in this video. They are probably one of my favorite fire types in the game besides Charizard because, like, come on, you can't argue that Mega Charizard X is such a cool looking Pokemon. But anyways, the start of this video is going to be Ethan and Typhlosion, and I do have them at 2 out of 5, and they're also weak to Rock type just like Red and Charizard, so you can pick your poison. If you want to use Red and Charizard, of course they're going to be very good. If you want to go with Ethan and Typhlosion, they're also going to be very good as well. But like I said, I do have them at 2 out of 5, so at 2 out of 5, their flamethrower base power is going to be at 49, their eruption base power is going to be at 141, and then they have their special attack, or their X special attack, and then they have their training move, which increases their health, or restores a bit of their HP, and raises their speed and evasiveness, which is going to be helpful because the more HP you have, the more power eruption is going to have. So like when you're low in HP, eruption isn't going to be as strong, so that's why the HP restore is going to be there for the training move, which is great, especially if you have MP refresh. And then their sync move is going to be at 262 base power. And then for their passive skill, they have Speeding Sun. So like when you're in the sun, your move gauge is just going to be going up a lot faster. And then for the lucky skill, I have Super Duper Effective 1. You could also get this in their grid. But I got very unlucky with their lucky skill, so this is what ended up happening for Typhlosion. I did run out of lucky skill, so I'm waiting to get more so I could get their proper lucky skill in effect. And then for the theme skill, I just focused on Fire Strike, just because when it comes to these theme skills, you're mostly better off focusing on the type skill one, like the actual type, and not the theme skill, just because like the theme skill buffs aren't like anything major like the type skill. So just focus on the actual type, and then the theme skills are just secondary. So like if you really like that character, then you could upgrade that. But if you don't really use the character, then don't bother with these because it is quite costly. And if you're low on material, don't worry about these. You're not really gonna need them. So let's take a look at their grid. At 2 out of 5, this is their build that I have for them, and I cannot wait for the sync grid update. Like, it's gonna be so good because then you can have multiple builds for the character, which is gonna be so much like very helpful, and it's gonna save you so much time too. So at 2 out of 5, this is what I have for him. So I have the eruption power-ups, and then we got eruption move gauge refresh, and then more eruption power-ups with the trainer move MP refresh. And when I do have him at 3 out of 5, when I eventually get him there, I'm definitely going to pick up HP advantage, because that's going to help a lot, because like anytime a character can get like a big multiplier buff is always going to be helpful, especially if they're a striker, for sure. But this is the build that I have him at 2 out of 5, and then of course, like if you have him 3 out of 5, he's going to be hitting much harder. So this is Typhlosion at 2 out of 5 with his grid, so let's get into the battle to see what he can do. Alright, so we are going up against Entei Part 1, and then we'll actually go into some co-op battles and see how he could perform when he's super effective. And I'm going up against Entei just because on the 3rd HP gauge, he's going to have an indefinite sun. So then when Rapidash runs out of MP for his Sunny Day, once we're on the 3rd HP gauge, we can have Sunny Day back up as well. So I think that would be good, and it's going to be neutral, so we're going to see how he can perform when he's not super effective. And then we'll be in co-op where we can actually see what he can do when he is super effective, because I do have the super duper effective lucky skill on him, as you guys saw earlier. We are going to be doing a decent amount more damage when we're super effective, so that's going to be nice. So let's just go into the battle. I have Alakazam there just so at least we can get crits for Typhlosion, because he can't give himself crit unless you have that tile active on his sync grid, where he can give himself crit when he sync moves, but I don't have that, so I just brought Alakazam. So that's gonna be good. I'm only gonna bust out the the Sunny Day once we have our stats, or once we properly stat it up, just so we don't waste the turn with Sunny Day, because we want to see the Typhlosion at the max potential. But we have 2 Sunny Days, and I cannot wait until Rapidash gets his grid. Maybe he will get his grid, maybe he won't, but right now Rapidash is still a very solid tech type for the fire type category. And Typhlosion right now, like he's doing okay. he's doing okay, and we did lose a decent amount of HP already. So of course the damage for eruption is going to be a little bit lower. So this is what Typhlosion is doing after one sync move. 3001 damage, 3100 damage. We increase our health again. Now let's see what he can do after he's back at full health. So 3500. Okay, so yeah, even just losing a little bit of health like that can matter for Typhlosion, which is crazy. So I did think it would actually be a noticeable difference, but it actually is. And we went back down, and a little bit more too, so that kind of sucks, but we're still doing decent damage though, and we are not super effective right now too, so we got to take that into consideration. So like if we were super effective, Typhlosion would just be doing so much more damage, and like considering like he's doing 3500 damage right now, that's still pretty good. That's definitely very good for sure. And we're about to be on the 3rd HP gauge pretty soon, but for a good chunk of this HP gauge, we are going to be out of the sun. So Typhlosion, this is good though, because we can see what he can do when he's not in the sun, which is going to be helpful, because you're not always going to have Sunny Day active, depending on the team. But of course with Typhlosion, you want to have Rapidash or someone on the team that can actually have Sun up. Of course, you could have Meganium up on the team so that you can have a Sun, and then have your power increase like that, sort of like indefinitely in a way. But like, of course, having Meganium on the team, you can have the main character tag, and you can have the Johto tag, so you can have like all those tags active when you have Meganium on the team. But those tags don't really do that much. Like, they're not very helpful. I mean, of course, like any kind of stat increase is going to be good, of course. Because even just having a 15 point attack up, like that's still gonna make a little bit of a difference when it comes to doing damage, of course. But let's just heal up Alakazam here, just so we don't have to really worry about him. So one more attack, and then we're gonna have Infinite Sun up again, or yeah, Infinite Sun, because Entei does have Infinite Sun, so we can't really get rid of it, nor is it gonna go away. So this is gonna be good. So let's see what he's going to do with this eruption, and then we'll use our final sync move. So 4,300 damage is pretty good. And we're not super effective. So if we were, that probably would do like 6,000 damage or so. And with our lucky skill, so like maybe 6.5, 7,000 damage. So that's not bad. So yeah, Alakazam. I keep saying Alakazam. I keep saying Alakazam, like I mean Typhlosion. Like Typhlosion is pretty good. He's definitely pretty good. And what does suck about Typhlosion though is like when we look at his sprite or a 3D model, it's literally from the main series games. Like all these Pokemon are from the main series games, how their models look. And Typhlosion, without having his flame, it kind of, I don't know. If he had his flame, he definitely would look a lot better for sure. And this is like a problem in the main series games too. Typhlosion hands down would look much better if his flame was actively on his neck and not like just hidden. but yeah, like he still looks cool, but of course he would look much better with his flame actually lit up on his neck. But let's just go into co-op and see how he can perform when he's super effective. Alright, so we are going to be going up against Erica here, and where we're going to be super effective is only the front lineup, and that's still going to be fine, of course. Like this is a good chance to see what he can do when we're super effective. We already saw what he can do like when he's type neutral. So the only thing with this co-op is we have to kind of rely on what the AIs are going to do. So we can sort of make our own commands. Like we have the command section, of course, but let's just go to the battle and do that. So we're gonna play on like 2 times speed just so we can get everything that we need to do. Hopefully Rapidash doesn't use Sunny Day right away, because that's gonna kind of be annoying. But let's just go for Strengthen Me, just so maybe we can have our critical hit. And we're of course they have to poison us. That's actually annoying. That's annoying, but that's okay. So we're only gonna get +3 on or +4 on our special attack, but with the Alakazam here, we should be able to get our max special attack, hopefully. But there we go. Like honestly, Typhlosion is definitely good. He's definitely good. And like I want to try to get out the side Pokemon as soon as possible. Like, but we're poison. we're poisoned. Not like we just got unlucky there. And but like we already saw what he can do when he's oh man, that poison is definitely doing a lot of damage. Oh man, okay, we're probably dead here. We're probably dead. If we're dead, yeah, we are. Okay, you know what? We'll get back into this. I'll see you guys in 1 sec. Alright, so we did get unlucky with the poison right away. So hopefully we don't get poisoned this time around. And if we do, then, well, what can you do? That's gonna suck, of course. But they're not targeting us, which is good. So we can finally get off what we needed to do. So, let's go for Strengthen Me so we can get Alakazam to give us the crits that we need. And we are at +6 special attack now, which is great. So we could just start going in for Eruption right away, which is nice. And they're not targeting us, which is good. Which is definitely good. Which is what we want, because then we can see what Typhlosion can do for sure. Because now with the Rose Raid gone, we don't have to worry about getting poison, which is good. And they're not attacking us. And then by the time they start targeting Typhlosion, like the 2 Lycanrocs are going to be down anyway. So we'll be fine. And then once the Sunny Day is going away, then we could get Sunny Day active again from Rapidash, which is going to be nice. So there, yeah, we didn't even have to command that. Thank you, Rapidash, for actually cooperating this time. Thank you. How nice of you. Alright, so we're not... Oh no, this is probably going to knock out the Vileplume. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Don't... See, co-op can be so annoying sometimes because, like, this Unity attack, yeah, and then there goes Vileplume. That, like, see, co-op can be annoying because of that. So, being super effective against 3 Pokemon, like, Typhlosion against the Vileplume is doing 1,500 damage, and if all of them were gone, except for Vileplume, this probably would be doing, like, 4,000 damage or so. It's super effective pre-sync move. Like, I want to get rid of the Lycanroc. See, okay, we could probably do Flamethrower on the Lycanrocs after this. Yeah, you know, we'll use Flamethrower on the Lycanroc on the side there, so at least we can get rid of him and then have Eruption on Vileplume. So hopefully this Flamethrower can knock him out. One more Flamethrower. One more? Yeah, perfect. Vileplume is attacking us now too, but we're fine. We're fine. Alright, perfect. Now we can actually go for the Eruption against the Vileplume, which is good. Because now we could actually see what Typhlosion could do. But Sunny Day is not active, which is kind of a drag, but not in rain or sunny weather. Typhlosion did 1,700 damage. I don't think that was with a crit. It seems too low for it to be a crit, but still, like, Typhlosion is super effective when he has Sunny Day up. Like, he's definitely going to be very good as an AOE unit. Regardless, Typhlosion is a very good sync pair, but if you do have Red and Charizard, of course, you're probably going to be better off with using them. So, like, both the multipliers that Typhlosion does get in Sunny Day and with his grid, like, he's definitely a very, very good sync pair for sure. But, like, see what I mean? Like, Typhlosion looks so much better with the flame on his neck active. Like, look at that. He looks much better. And then you just see this. Like, what? Oh, man. But, yeah. But regardless, Typhlosion is good. If you have Typhlosion at 5 out of 5 and you have your Red and Charizard at 2 out of 5, honestly, I don't know. Would Charizard be better than Typhlosion still at 2 out of 5? I don't think so. Because I know Typhlosion at max health with Eruption and everything properly set up, like, Typhlosion can definitely do a ton of damage. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Typhlosion and Ethan. I do really like them a lot. Do I like them better than Charizard and Red? No, not really, but but they're definitely a lot of fun to use for sure, and they're definitely very good too, especially with that healing that they could have on their training move. But that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of Typhlosion and Ethan. They're definitely good. Do you think they're better than Charizard when it comes to AoE? Leave it down in the comments below. And if you have the actual stats for Typhlosion and Charizard with how hard they could hit on their AoE, definitely leave it down in the comments below. But besides that, anyways, I'm losing my mind. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.